Ladies and gentlemen, smoke 'em if you got 'em. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord New Thor 7, and it is part of my monthly Thor News fundraiser. Please send any contributions, donations, or love and prayers or care packages to T. Lewison, 5430, Birdwood Road, 416, Houston, Texas, 77096. You want me to keep doing what I can to bring you the truth as I see it, and the truth is a bit scary at the moment. Well, it's extremely problematic, it's challenging, and then everybody's arguing or distracted. And a look at our California dam rates. Sup, y'all? We got Trinity at 98%. We got Lake Shasta at 98%. We got Lake Orville at 98%. We got Folsom Lake at 98%. And then Trinity Lake. I hit the wrong one, I guess. Is it that one? Wait, Trinity Lake, yeah, it's Lake Shasta Dam. Their thing that's interesting here is like it stays at 1,064.49. So it went down a little in the last 11 hours. But I don't know what it started at. And it's interesting to watch the influx here on the inflow and then outflow. As you can see, they have increased their outflow. What's up, y'all? And then the Orville Dam. So when you're at 98%, you can pay close attention, right? Sure. Okay, great. So you can see like Orville's getting, like they're staying steady about 11,000 on the outflow, and they're getting anywhere from 14 spurts of 14,000 cubic feet per second. I don't know what FCS is, but crap, I lost the one earlier. So yeah, there we are on that. We have more possible flash flooding possible this week in the plains and the Midwest. And the models are, wait, let me get to the other one. I pulled up too much shit, man. You're going to have to forgive me. Also, I cussed. You're going to have to forgive me again. All right. So, like, yeah, if I'm like, hey, guys, man, oh, definitely smoke them if you got them. So, you know we got tons of flooding in the Midwest. Because I've been doing what I can to tell you about it. I mean, warn you about it. And so, we're now at the hurricane season part of it. And it looks like hurricane season, the landfalling part, is probably definitely going to start early. And that means, you know, tropical depressions, tropical storms, lows. I don't want to get into semantics, like semantical words are almost at times created to make us divisive. Or we're going to, like, I don't know, it's hard to define God with words. So it's hard to define a lot of stuff, like love, define that shit with words. And get everybody to agree. What's it talking about? Okay, so yeah, man, this is like Act 3. What are we going to do? And so it's like disaster or miracles. Who knows? And like a bunch of people are saying total disaster. And it's like, okay, we'll see for sure. But yeah, that is bad fucking news, man. That right there. And this was pointing at that, yeah, with or without any major designations, this is going to bring a whole lot of rain to Texas, possibly Louisiana, and then into the Midwest as that low that is coming out of the Mexican, Guatemalan, North American volcano area in the Gulf, or the Bay of Campeche. So not only do we have big problems in the middle of the country, we got big problems on the West Coast, and I guess on the East Coast as well. And so we're gonna watch the like front puller. I didn't say that too well, but the Gulf trend should shift east during the season. And so for now, Texas is gonna be under the gun for any type of fastballs the Gulf Coast might be throwing at us. And knowing that we've had major, massive volcano activity there all year, yeah, I imagine it's going to make the Gulf way more active and interesting this season. And so we're looking at 91L Invest Atlantic season tropical depression / hurricane thingy / whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want to, man. And they're looking at the models, and it has a chance to hit the Texas-Mexican border, re-enter the Gulf, and then head back up and out, not only over Texas and Louisiana, but up into the Midwest, join that giant front that's coming. That one right here, like the straight line front. I pointed it out a lot of times in like the last 4 years, where it's like, at this point, Mother Nature creates a straight line, and she's done it like hundreds of times. And so that's the front that we were watching coming in, and then there's the low, and as I've guessed for quite a while, this low is going to probably hook up with that thing and then get dragged that way. And so all that rain, where'd I put? I got a lot of shit up right now. You pulled, I'll be my own co-host. Hey, dude, you pulled too much. That's not a good co-host voice. You pulled too much shit. Now I'll make him British or Cockney. Now your information is hard to find. Thanks, Spancy. It's what my co-host's name is Spancy. Yeah, I'm probably going to go crazy at times, or even all the time during this hurricane season, because I've telegraphed it as well as I could. I haven't done much. And so, unless we change our ways in a radical stripes like in the movie Miracle, things are going to be really bad. In a giant volcano signal near the Peru area, where the 9 earthquake was the other day. And you can see the heat and hotness streaming in moisture. All right, wait. Way to go, dude. No headphones with me, can't hear a thing. Yeah, I'm surprised I'm even alive. I'm wondering how long I'm gonna get to tell y'all the truth and lay it out for you. So I imagine I'll have problems this month. So any and all support you can send will help, because I know I'm representing the people and the planet and the animals. And so I'm gonna do what I can. But I would wonder why people would be going along with any type of like, all right, yeah, we will fuck everything up and then we will win. Because that doesn't seem like a very good plan. But YouTube was down for today. Zero Head said, hey, are they trying the internet kill switch practice? I know a lot of people have had problems with uploads and downloads. And, you know, honestly, for like 3 or 4 years, it's almost like deep state insiders in the Google, YouTube, digital complex have all had like shell company unrelated to, have been like stealing and reprogramming everybody's channels. I don't know, for maybe 5 years, dude, 10 years. Like, they've technically been stealing from everybody and then giving you the browser they want you to have. So everybody sees a different thing. It's really weird. And we'll see where it leads us to. But yeah, they've technically been screwing everybody royally, illegally for a long, long time, I believe. So, we'll, you know, the end game is going to be interesting for sure. But definitely, you know, I don't know, I guess the super hacker guys are super confident in all this heat and moisture and volcano action because they have cryptocurrency. And so that help, you can use cryptocurrency as a flotation device or some shit. They got guns and gold. So if your whole city is flooded out, man, you just cling onto those guns and those gold and you float out of there into safety. So yeah, but there are a lot of cool people out there, and the thing in this Archangel Michael versus, I guess, Dark Moon Lilith, Cthulhu, who even knows, man? Whatever. I'm just saying, in their big battle in this month of June, yeah, it's gonna be big battles, dude. And so, I've always been on a team of God, the people, and the planet, and the animals, and I've never switched. I don't expect to switch now. I definitely don't think that this universe can pop out of a woman beautiful enough to make me switch. Although I'd like to see. It was a joke. I hope I don't. Well, I was going to follow it up with another joke, but I remember everybody lost their sense of humor. God bless Texas. I hope everybody does as well. Look at the spacing. I hope everybody does as well as Texas. In Texas, you got to know we're under fire. That's okay. We're good people. We're blessed. We'll make it through. So there's our alignment, and Mars is still in a straight line with Uranus and Eris. Mercury, Venus lining up. Neptune hanging out in the cold. And then Dark Moon, Lilith, Earth, Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. And the energy has been incredible the last few days, people. Yeah, this is totally true. I mean, Asteroid. Find your own truth these days, I guess. I'm trying to get all my extra crazy out before hurricane season, but we're starting out in June, and it ain't looking so hot. Like, I'm like, what are you guys doing? And the nihilists are like, yeah, we told you we would totally fail. We won. I'm like, what? Dude, what? Okay. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. You have like two options. Option A, carbon did everything. Or option B, grand solar minimum. Or then option T for Thor, Star-Lord, new Thor commander. We're human beings. We don't really know much, man. We need a whole lot more learning to do on every single level scientifically. And whatever the sun is doing is pretty wild. And the sun is changing, and the solar system is changing. And so we'd best open our minds and take in all the data. Figure it out. But the really, 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 really cool people on Earth are really, 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 really cool and really, really talented. And I thank them for all the awesome love work that they've done not only to me, to others across the planet. Thank you to all amazing people out there. Can anybody hear me? Am I getting through? Can you hear me, party people? Guns for buoyancy. Okay, I guess some of you can, some of you can't. Like I said, who knows, man? Either the artificial intelligence or that other dude. What's his name? The Google guy. Because they were supposed to be two Google guys. Palmer? No. Larry something. Him and Google and the AI's algos get to decide who gets to see what where. They have a lot of options, I guess. Crazy place. Okay, what was I talking about? Okay, so this is a wild display of air glow. Last week, on May 30th, Mary Beth, KiczenskY. I would have pronounced it, but I just got this image of Emma Watson saying, air glow. I would fucking love to do, I don't know, if I got to make videos with other people ever, I bet it would be cool to talk to Emma about these storms. But Coca-Cola does not approve. So Disney's like, get back in the torture chambers. Did we tell you about our new remake? Okay. My comedy's a little off. Plus, last week on May 30th, Mary KiczenskY of Munington, Michigan, drove to the Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore in search of auroras. And boy, did she find something. A stream of solar wind was buffeting Earth's magnetic field. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go when the volcano blows. This is a metaphor for women and the vagina specifically. A stream of solar wind was buffeting Earth's magnetic field, and northern lights were a definite possibility. Instead of auroras, however, I saw some pretty wild air glow. She says. So that's what she said. But fudge, that one was bad. Hello, San Francisco. I don't know if you saw earlier. Just the whole, we were watching the dams. They're pretty dang high, and the inflow seems about even at the moment, though there are fluctuations of snowpack melt that come in. And the snowpack melt is like double of last year's. Looks like a totally bad scene. It's just a matter of when. Unless they start a whole lot more outflow. I don't know. All the agencies, I've had this thing where I've been watching all the old movies from the 40s, 30s, 20s, 50s. They used to have civil defense, national defense, like the where they would have all the groups intertwined, where they could all work together on stuff, and then they kind of dismantled all those. So like, yeah, we don't even having a bunch of states having to work together on stuff like this. It's not geared towards that. That's my point. Oh yeah, so it looks like the dams are definitely a disaster waiting to happen. So I would keep a close monitor on for you and your friends around there. All right, now I'm getting back to the whole Emma Watson dancing around my room saying air glow. No, that didn't happen. No, that has never happened. But you can use your imagination in the Fortress of Solitude. Air glow. Okay, bubbles. Never mind. Emma Watson is not a 5D doll. Can you objectify a hologram? That's weird. I'm glad I don't have a fucking ghost star. Asterisk? No, that's not true. I was in awe at how surreal it looked, says Kaczynski. Although airglow looks like the aurora borealis, it is not. Auroras are caused by gusts of wind, solar wind. I don't know if you knew that. Like the sun, it's got giant holes in it, and then it spews out its wonderfulness in plasma form. And what's plasma? It's like thin milk, but different. Take all this with a grain of salt, and then mix in some flour and sugar. And pretty soon you're going to have a cake, and then I'm going to come over, and I'm going to ice it. We're going to put candles on it. We're going to light them. We're going to blow it out. And look, solar activity is coming back around in the middle of the month again. So we know, like the middle of June is going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe the storm is that bad moment. It's pretty much happened since March, since this whole process began. Was it talking about? Oh, Hermione and the Mother of Dragons. I wish they'd team up to save the world. That would be freaking wonderful. And I would watch it for sure. Hey, look, a flaming wall of plasma. If you have a solar telescope, then you're lucky. Point it at the northwest limb of the sun. A giant flame-shaped wall of plasma is flickering against the black of space. Martin Wise of Trenton, Florida, photographed the structure on June 2nd, which is today in Texas time. It almost looks like the sun is flipping you off. Or is that a spaceship? See what I'm saying? It's got like a solar lander, which got the tower, and it's got the compartments. I never lit my cigarette. See that? Okay, so yeah, we got or it looks like a solar tent. Or it looks like a place, if you had a harem, or it looks like a place people go that wear harem pants. Harem pants are a thing. I didn't invent it. Don't get mad at me. Did I mention I might lose my mind during the season? Okay, great. Is there more to talk about? Absolutely. Lightning. Look at that. There's that straight front. I've been talking about for a couple months where it's like when a storm comes through and it's a straight line. It's done it a lot over the last few years. And I was like, wow, that's crazy when Mother Nature puts a big straight line on Mother Earth, made of wonder, tornado-y, which is a sign of atmospheric instability. I think we've all been a little bit unstable lately, in some ways, emotionally, mentally, physically. I ate too much frosting the other day. Forgive me, Jesus. I'm like, dude, dumbass, you ate way too much sugar. But I know, but I was drunk. I hadn't gotten. I have a feeling my drinking's gonna go up this hurricane season. Oh yeah, here's the freaking thing I was looking for the whole time. Sorry, I had to noodle around. Okay. So the pink, which used to be good, is now bad. It's really bad. It was good in a whole other dimension. So that is a whole lot of precipitable rain. And I believe this chart puts it at like 70 millimeters or 3 inches in an hour or 6 hours, somewhere in there. It's just a lot of freaking rain, man. So, whether or not it becomes a hurricane, that's like a giant hurricane of moisture. Where when hurricanes carry a whole lot of moisture, that's carrying a whole lot of moisture. And so it's rolling that way, and it looks like it's going to roll west, hook up with that crazy lightning front in a straight line, and they're going to get married to wreak havoc across the USA. Apparently, after Scorpio season, where all the couples, a lot of them disbanded, we haven't had a lot of the power couples find each other and reunite again yet. So that may or may not be harboring our chances to become civilization one. Who knows? We'll see. I still believe in us. But they definitely get sketchy and scary at times. We've been through a lot. And the last 20 years have been like a horror house. Horror. As in like kind of scary, but the demons come out and get real close, but they don't kill you or nothing. Oh, chainsaws. You ever been to a haunted house? Jeez, where you been? What have you been in your life? Are you Bubble Boy? And if you are, I apologize for being insensitive about your Bubble Boyness. Or Bubble Ma'amness. Okay, so yeah, that's activity. Technically anything moving on the whole sun's activity. And so we got a whole complex of WTF rolling around our way. That will not only intensify the storms and earthquake and volcano activity as it faces us, but as it turns away, the other parts of it, the coronal hole, solar wind parts, smack us in the face again. So things are definitely going to get interesting. If you were like, you know what? This year's boring. Nothing interesting ever happens. Well, have I got news for you. It's about to be like maximum grand solar minimum with Godzilla, Mothra, and hopefully Ultra Woman. Hell yeah, that's what I want to see. Ultra Woman. Screw you, Ultraman. Give me Ultra Woman. Look at that complex of magnetic webs and weaves there. It's like the sun has two functions. It's either minimum or it's maximum. It's either low or it's high. Sun, what are you today? Are you low or are you high? You're definitely not complex. It's like milk. Either it's chocolate milk. Well, technically, milk has three functions. Chocolate, strawberry, and milky milk. Milky Milk should hook up with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch and make a sequel to Good Vibration. Feel it, feel it. My cigarette won't stay lit, and then when I zoom in, you won't move. What's happening? We gotta go over here. Maybe if I... Why? Web account manager, why do I need that? Connected devices platform. I don't want any fucking devices connected to my goddamn device. Computer. Storage servers. I don't need to store shit. Stop slowing me down. Capability. You don't need to know my motherfucking location. Fuck you, AppX. Get off my machine. Cypher. And your team of dweebs. I love you guys for making me so awesome. What's the time out? Okay. So then, yeah, son, dude. I don't know. It's like, I want to freak you guys out. Played World of Warcraft as a paladin. Technically, healing is magic. Rock and roll is magic. Art is magic. Look at that aurora. What's the time out? Oh, I don't even know. Oh, the whole, like, if you look at the magical, mystical side of life, you can look at an erupting volcano and say, whoa. That is a sign. You can look at the aurora and say, that is a sign. Now I'm getting zapped with joy. And we got Jupiter opposition coming up in a week. Exciting times. Oh yeah, we've already seen that. Who's the sun mad at? What are we at? Sun rays. Lots of color. It's like the sky is already 5D. Someone told me I should be worried about 4D demons. That means demons with 4 dicks. Uh, I, I don't understand why having 4 dicks would make them scarier. Technically, it would be like a combat weakness. You'd need like 4 extra cups and 4 extra areas to protect. So having 4 dicks would be a weakness. I ain't scared of 4D demons. Okay. So yeah, that could come in and punch it. We got a bunch of rivers flooding. These are the next 2 days of rain. The yellow possible to turn into super severe weather. How's Monica Lewinsky feel about that? All right. See, there's your giant wall. What are our headlines here? They're not going to be fun. I can guarantee that. Residents urged to flee after new levee breaches. It's like levee and dam break day. Thought severe storms are taking a break? Think again in this wave after wave after wave pattern. Long awaited pattern change incoming. A cyclist trapped in national park. Kids playing baseball and tornado. But the hell yeah. Oh, but like I said, I come up with super fucking great ideas, which is another reason you should support Thor News by sending me love contributions and whatever you want to at 5430 Birdwood Road, number 416, Houston, Texas 77096. Will I make it? I hope so. I've done an amazing job. All right, so the Prime Minister, the main guy of India, had said we'd have a zero casualty policy with cyclones. Them, not us. It saved a lot of deaths when they got hit by their own version of a hurricane. And so we should do that as Americans. We should unite to get prepared for all this broken infrastructure and shit and try and lose the least amount of people. Although internet and digital nihilists from the Aztec Spanish Inquisition are saying, no, you should torture each other and sacrifice each other. Because that is what the Cthulhu, whatever, wants you to do. That didn't make any sense, but none of it makes any sense. Here we go. Why we're watching this tropical system. Because it has potential to turn into possibly even a hurricane. Move west, hit Mexico, move back out. I mean, strafe all the way across. Well, that moisture. Did I point out the moisture yet? Plants on the same side. Earth opposition that is going to increase volcanoes and earthquakes. So yeah, that thing could rake like the whole coast. And remember, it looks like if you ever whittled something, man, where you get a knife and a stick or a log, and you whittle something really neat. So it's almost like Mother Nature and the planets have been whittling. It almost looks like Jupiter's eye. Oh my God. It does push together. That's Jupiter. Okay. So there we go. This June to July will be fascinating. We should have a fun summer and 4th of July. But it's like this process has happened 100,000 times with the pressure and the moisture and stuff as they come into the coast. So I mentioned last season it was going to be a coast carving pressure season where the storms are actually going to change the landscape, and they have been. So this year will probably be more intense than last year as far as a whole storm literally changing the landscape underneath it. So now it could connect and go out. We already have, like I said, that is definitely scarier than Freddy Krueger and Dick Cheney having sex with Hillary Clinton at the same time while lecturing me about Common Core math and asking me when was the last time I ate vegetables. So, yeah, it is maximum exciting and interesting here on planet Earth. All right, cool. And this is just the very beginning of this hurricane season. But it's always darkest before the dawn, so dawn should be here any second now. There are a lot of good people on Earth. I'm not the only superhero. Yeah, definitely. Oh, look at the one at the bottom. That one's beautiful. Is anybody saying anything cool? Prayers of prosperity and peace to you and your family. Hey, thank you. But here's the shit is so fucked up. Even if I were drinking or smoking, I don't really get high because I don't know. We could lose. Worst case scenario, we get hit by 2 hurricanes really fast in really flooded areas. You could lose 1 million Americans by the end of the month, like 1 million dead Americans. So now that we're here, 2 days into hurricane season, with all the variables that are setting up and a lot of worst case scenarios already underway, it's hard to get, it would be hard to get high or drunk because I'm still feeling the pressure and weight of Brexit, Russia, China, the secret societies, the witches, Silicon Valley, it's I feel like I got to solve all these problems all by myself, and that is difficult. So if you feel that pressure, then I don't think you get too high. What I need is the equalizer that equalize that pressure out, or a good woman. But then the angel loses its wings every time I talk about how amazing I think women are. Because then I start talking about how sexy and cute they are, and then I mention their butts, and so people get real mad. So I don't want to talk about nipples. I'm talking about now, I don't even know. Anyway, everybody stay cool. A scale of 1 to 10 of instability in the world, I would put it at a 9.3. And the weather's definitely going to be getting weirder and wilder. And the moisture is... Hey, there's super heavy. It's when I say to people who are like, dude, they're totally controlling the weather. I'm like, dude, no, they're not. Because oceans are so fucking hot. And there's so much rain in the air. You unless you were an evil villain from another planet, that is not the type of shit you would do. You would do anyway. So who knows? But you guys are great, and so I thank you for all your love, all your help, all your support, all the Christmas trees in the sky, all the prayers. And anytime single women fantasize about me, that helps too, I guess. But I love you, and I think I've done a great job as a planetary defense commander, and I called this storm from 3 months out, which has me all wigged out. If my other predictions are true, then we should be doing a lot to get prepared for that. And that all these floods in the middle, with more floods coming, are going to complicate evacuation routes when whole cities and areas are under the gun. And literally, Grumpy Cat and Debbie Downer and the internet's convince you that we cannot work together and that everything has to suck. And it is my job to convince you that they're wrong. And Grumpy Cat is dead. I'm not saying celebrate, but we should definitely have some fun this summer. Bring back rock and roll, resurrect romance, comedy, and be prepared for new cities that we must build together in safe places. Okay, great. I love you guys. Stay cool. I'm going to do my best. Happy July. June. Summer. Great. Hermione, where are you at?